Alicia Spann getting the starting 5 nod here in day 4.
Great work underneath.
On the logo, wants to dribble drive, step back, long 2. The floater is good.
Alabama, she's really the energy player and can do just that.
On cue, the inbounds. She had 6 assists in their opener with 11 points against App State. Field goals continue to fall for South Alabama. Short had cut it to a 1-possession game, then forcing the turnover is Gonzalez. From coast, can't finish it. Second chance attempt. Mark puts it high off the glass and in.
How Mark finished above 3 defenders there.
How did Renalpha Mark score that ball through the trees there? Big 3 ball on the way, the first for Gonzalez.
And the hands are from Marshall, but South Alabama has something to say about it.
Ortiz gets the roll. Nice defense and the finish.
You can see the
Has shown potential, especially from distance, to fill it up. Harris with the offensive board and the quick putback. Renalpha Mark will clean it up.
They're just relentless underneath. Also in double figures, but it is only those 2 who have been in double figures for Marshall.
Cordesia Harris, wearing the defender on her back, will score.
Cease is starting to slow it up too, try to be more intentional with their shots, and why not? Daniela Gonzalez.
Narcisse drives by her defender, steps back, and swishes it.
That's her game if you're paying attention to the game.
Renalpha Mark to Harris. Up and under is good.
How on earth, Kristen Narcisse?
All right, I have here Ro Mark and then Danny Gonzalez, 2 seniors. I mean, we're not supposed to be here from what everybody else says, but the people on that bus, and we just don't talk about our team, our 15 players or our 5 coaches, it's everybody that travels with us on that bus. Everybody on that bus knows that we are more than capable, talented, prepared, and ready to be here and go 5, 6, 7 days, whatever it is. So I'm just so excited to be able to coach these kids one more day. Just one more day. That's all we want. We just want one more day. And so to see how they just come out and compete and they follow the game plan, and even when there's runs or whatever, we just keep going. And so I'm just overly excited that I get to coach these guys one more day.
All right, we'll open for questions. Go ahead, Paul.
Hey, Coach Paul Chestnut, sports Pensacola, just talked about your depth on the team. I mean, they're pretty amazing. Has it been like this all year? I mean, you're getting different players, different nights that are producing points and rebounds.
I mean, what she did today was amazing. When we initially built the roster, our thought process is that we were going to play super fast and maybe go 11, 12 deep. And then all of a sudden we had some unfortunate injuries and we have kids out. So we kind of readjusted. Some of our young kids didn't come on as quick as we would have liked them to. And so we've been at an 8, 9 player rotation. And so within those 8 or 9, I just feel like any day somebody can have a day. And again, our team is not built on 1 or 2 that have to carry the load each and every night. It's Danny one night, it's Big Ro one night, it's Lou cleaning up off the glass, it's Span when she really stepped in a few weeks ago and took the rebounding load and the defensive load and did what she had to do. So again, we've got a solid rotation of 8 or 9, and they're so versatile. I love our size and being able to just move people around and do different things. And so I think, when maybe teams have to prepare us, they may leave her out. Well, that's fine. She's going to go have a career night. And so I think that's the beautiful thing about how our roster is constructed.
Coach Keith Morehouse, WCZ TV. Did you consciously look to make their shooters have to work for things? They didn't shoot the ball, and a lot of that's because of your defense.
Yeah, well, I mean, they are a really, really good shooting team. With Meredith and number 20, number 23, and number 24, those kids are no space. And so with the one-day prep, we just try to keep it simple and be like, hey, just be there on the catch. That's it. No space on those kids. Be there on the catch. Be okay with us being interchangeable in our zone. Be okay with that, because if we're not okay with that, then we're going to let somebody open. But, just to be able to in one-day prep, go from yesterday packing the paint to today trying to guard the 3, even though I think they shot it. Well, they made 8 threes. They made 8 threes tonight, but just having to switch it up in their minds to be able to go from that, I think that says a lot about our student athletes.
Coach Zach Brown, WCHS TV. special. You know, they had the layoff. Is there any benefit to maybe having to play this many games in as many days as you guys have?
I think it's a positive. I think we're in rhythm. You know, we joke like, hey, whoever's coming up next for us, they have not won on this floor this year. We've won 4 now on this floor. And so, you know, you can spin it either way. The bracket is the bracket. And so our thing is we're going to take the bracket and make it an advantage for us. And our advantage is now we're 4-0 on this floor. So, you know, again, I think our strength and conditioning and our sports medicine crew do a fabulous job in getting these guys ready and getting their bodies ready. This one had a day off of rest yesterday, and so maybe that helps us tomorrow, you know. But anyway it goes, the thing is we feel very confident walking into the Bay Center and performing or trying to perform at a very high level.
Back to you, Paul.
For the two players, just talk about the win and how much fun is this has it been for both of you? Because you're the talk of the tournament.
Go ahead, Dan. Well, like, it's always fun to win, you know, like, just win with the people that we got in the locker room. Like, for me, I just feel so thankful that my team is give us the opportunity to play one more day, and we just do it for each other, for the coaches, like, for the program. Like, we're just going to keep rolling.
First and foremost, I definitely want to give the glory to God.
Amen.
I told myself if I'm presented this opportunity to speak, this joy that we've been having, the fun that you're talking about, is all coming from me personally. I think our faith and how He's pushed us and prevailed us throughout this whole tournament. So that, and then the fun part, I mean, we just trust each other. We out there, we're hooping. Like you said, we're in rhythm. We're fortunate to be in this position to start from day one. It's not a bad thing, depending on how you view it, and we view it as a positive. And so that's how fun it is, being able to trust every person. Jariah stepped up. Chloe stepped up. Iro stepped up. Get her name right. So it's truly a blessing, and that's where the joy comes from, trusting everybody and the coaching staff.
Does that pressure just continue to build, though? I mean, it's hard to, hard to do what you guys are doing. If you need to do it one more day, then that pressure just...
I think the pressure comes on the team that we have to play next because nobody expected us to be here. So I think, it's pressure for them because, yesterday, Texas State, they're coming, they've played 2 days. Texas State's got to win. Like, we're just having a bunch of fun. We are loose. We are having fun. And so, our staff does a great job in the preparation and making it as simple as possible with the whole KISS method, keep it simple. I don't think we feel any pressure. We just want to go out there. We just want to go out there and play and have fun and smile and just like I said, I just want to have the opportunity to coach these guys one more time.
Go ahead, Shane.
Shane Mellon from the Daily News Record, Harrisonburg. Last time I saw you play in person was in Harrisonburg against JMU. And I'll be honest, you guys didn't look like you were having fun.
Oh no, that was not fun. That was not fun.
What changed? What made you start playing the way you are? And what kind of clicked?
Well, I think that game in particular, JMU is a historic program. And when you go there, the environment that has been built for women's basketball, it is top notch. The fans, the arena, they sit on top of you. We hadn't had a kid that played in that environment that had played at JMU. Again, with the schedule, we played there in 2023, and I don't have a kid on my roster. Chris is the only kid on my roster, but she was hurt, so we had no one that had even stepped foot in that environment. The environment was a little big, and I think you have 1 or 2 games a year that maybe your team just doesn't show up. And for some reason that wasn't us. And so we talked very little about it. We got through it and we kind of moved on, and we didn't focus too much because, again, I think we felt very confident in each other and knowing that was kind of an anomaly, what happened there. And so we look forward to the opportunity. I mean, JMU has been the big dog, as they should, with everything they've done in this league. Sean's did an incredible, amazing job in that program, and they're the standard in women's basketball, I believe, in our league. And so we're really excited about the opportunity to kind of rewrite what happened up there in Harrisonburg and just make sure that we put our best product on the floor and go head-to-head and then roll the dice and see what happens.
Go, Paul.
Coach, have you ever been on a run like this at this type of level throughout either your coaching or playing days?
Yes, we have. So when I was an assistant here back during the 18-19 season, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we had the tournament, the bracket was set up a little differently, and we had put ourselves. We started the season 10-0. Put ourselves in a bad position in conference play, and then found our rhythm the end of February and headed into the tournament down there in New Orleans. I think we won 5 or 6 in a row. We won 5 in a row, I think, and then we played in the championship game and we lost at the buzzer. We had a shot to win it. So that experience back, how many was that, 7 years ago, however long it was ago, I think that experience being on that staff and seeing how we managed it, and again, we were only playing 8 or 9 kids. I mean, everybody in the country, really, unless you're Arkansas State or Tennessee, some of those programs you're not playing over 10 kids a game. And so I think for me personally, being able to be a part of that staff and have that run, I have some type of knowledge and how we should prepare and how we should do things and keeping our, and you've asked me questions about keeping our routine. I thought that was very key back 6 years ago. And so just being able to go through that, that ending wasn't fun, but the ride was. I think that's kind of helped me try to help my staff and help my team be ready day after day.
Do you see similarities?
Yes.
between that team?
Yes. We started off hot in non-conference. January was not fun. It was a learning lesson. But again, these young women, with all the adversity that came in January, they kept showing up every day and practice hard and getting extra works. And it's kind of the same thing in 18-19. We put ourselves in a really bad position and had to climb our way out. And that's exactly where we are now. You know, we fought to get to that 12th seed. You know, about 4 weeks ago, we were trying to figure out if we can get out of being tied for Lafayette, and they fought like hell to get us to the 12th seed. And so, you know, we're gonna keep clawing away at this thing.
Go on right here.
Coach, yeah, we talked about this yesterday about your message to Jag Nation, but I want to raise that to you, Roe and Danny. What is your message for Jag Nation tomorrow to get them to come out?
To show up, man. Come and support the Jags.
Right,
Yeah.
come support the Jags. We need y'all. We appreciate y'all. So even just one fan is really appreciated. So please come out. Go Jags.
Go
Yeah,
Jags.
Go Jags, baby.
All right. Any final questions?
Yeah, I got one more. James Madison, they got a sour taste in their mouth coming here to Pensacola. They were the heavy favorite last year.
For 2 years, yeah.
For that, so what are you expecting? You know, with the matchup, you talked a little bit about it. What are you expecting?
Well, I expect them to compete just as hard as we're going to compete tomorrow. I think it's going to be a fun game. I think it's going to be, you know, they definitely have a chip on their shoulder, and we do too. We do too. A lot of people counted us out. And so I think you're going to see some 2 competitive programs. You know, JMU is here, and we are climbing to get ourselves back, South Alabama women's basketball back to the top half of the Sun Belt. So you're gonna see a fight tomorrow. Just diving on the floor, loose balls, team first actions. I think it's gonna be a super competitive game, and a game that, you know, we're gonna battle. They're gonna battle. You know, they have been the top of the league for a long time, and they absolutely deserve it. And Sean has done an amazing job, and we're trying to get our program to consistently be there year after year. And so, you know, having the opportunity to play somebody like James Madison tomorrow, we love it, and we're gonna be ready to roll.